What if I told you there's a vitamin sitting in your medicine cabinet right now that could dramatically boost your testosterone levels, but you've been taking it all wrong for years? Here's the truth no one talks about. After 50, your body doesn't absorb nutrients the way it used to. And there's one vitamin, when you put it under your tongue instead of swallowing it, that can help reverse fatigue, reignite your energy, sharpen your mind, and yes, even boost your testosterone naturally. I'm talking about vitamin B12, and today, I'm going to show you exactly how to use it to feel 20 years younger. Let me ask you something. Do you wake up tired even after a full night's sleep? Do you feel like your brain is wrapped in fog by mid-afternoon? Has your drive, both physical and, well, that kind of drive, been slowly fading away? You've probably been told it's just part of getting older. You're over 50 now, they say. That's normal. But here's what most people don't realize. It's not just aging. It's a hidden deficiency that affects nearly 40% of adults over 50. And it's silently stealing your energy, your mental clarity, your muscle strength, and yes, your testosterone levels. The problem? Your stomach acid. After 50, your body produces less stomach acid, which means you can't extract B12 from food or even from those pills you're swallowing. It's like trying to unlock a door when the key doesn't fit anymore. The B12 is there, but your body can't access it. And when your B12 levels drop, so does everything else. Your red blood cells can't carry oxygen efficiently. Your nerves start misfiring. Your brain slows down. And your testosterone? It plummets. Because B12 isn't just a vitamin. It's a master regulator of hormones, energy production, and cellular health. Let me break this down for you in simple terms, because understanding this is going to change everything. Vitamin B12, also called cobalamin, is like the master electrician of your body. It keeps the wiring running smoothly. It's responsible for creating healthy red blood cells, maintaining your nervous system, producing DNA, and here's the kicker. It plays a critical role in testosterone production. Now, here's what happens after 50. Your stomach produces less of something called intrinsic factor. Think of intrinsic factor like a shuttle bus that picks up B12 from your food and drives it through your intestinal wall into your bloodstream. Without enough shuttle buses, the B12 just sits there at the station, unused, wasted. You could be eating all the steak, eggs, and salmon in the world, and your body still wouldn't be getting the B12 it needs. That's why so many people over 50 are deficient, even if they're eating a healthy diet. And here's where testosterone comes in. B12 is essential for the production of a compound called S-adenosylmethionine, or SAMe for short. SAMe is involved in over 200 enzymatic reactions in your body, including the synthesis of testosterone. When your B12 levels are low, your SAMe levels drop. When SAMe drops, your testosterone production slows down like a car running out of gas. But there's more. B12 also protects something called Leydig cells in your testicles. These are the factories that produce testosterone. When B12 levels are adequate, these cells function optimally. When they're deficient, testosterone production drops off a cliff. Low B12 doesn't just affect testosterone, though. It creates a domino effect throughout your entire body. Your red blood cells become enlarged and can't carry oxygen efficiently. You feel tired all the time because your cells are literally suffocating. Your muscles don't get the oxygen they need to recover and rebuild. Your brain, which uses 20% of your body's oxygen, starts running on fumes. That's the brain fog you're feeling. Your nerves start to deteriorate because B12 maintains something called the myelin sheath. Think of it like the protective coating around electrical wires. Without it, your nerves misfire. You get tingling in your hands and feet. Your balance gets shaky. Your reflexes slow down. And here's something fascinating. B12 is critical for methylation, a process that controls gene expression and detoxification. Poor methylation means your body can't clear out toxins efficiently, which further disrupts hormone production. So you see, B12 deficiency isn't just about feeling tired. It's about your entire system breaking down at the cellular level. Now, here's where the under-the-tongue method becomes absolutely crucial. When you swallow a B12 pill, it has to survive the harsh acid environment of your stomach, get picked up by intrinsic factor, which you don't have enough of, and then make its way through your intestinal wall. For most people over 50, only about 10 to 15% of that B12 actually makes it into your bloodstream. But when you put B12 under your tongue, using what's called sublingual absorption, the vitamin dissolves and passes directly through the thin mucous membranes in your mouth, straight into your bloodstream. No stomach acid, no intrinsic factor needed, no loss. It's like the difference between sending a letter through the mail system versus hand-delivering it. One method might work, eventually. The other goes straight to the destination. Studies show that sublingual B12 can have absorption rates of 70–90% compared to oral pills. That's a massive difference. And when your body finally gets the B12 it's been starving for, the changes happen fast. So here's what happens when you start using sublingual B12 correctly. Within the first few days, you'll notice something shift. It's subtle at first. Maybe you don't need that second cup of coffee in the afternoon. Maybe you wake up without hitting the snooze button 3 times. Your brain starts to clear, like someone wiped the fog off a window. That's your red blood cells getting back to work. They're carrying oxygen efficiently again. Your cells are breathing. Your mitochondria, the power plants inside every cell, are producing energy the way they should. Within a week or 2, your energy becomes more consistent. You're not crashing at 2 p.m. anymore. You have the stamina to do the things you've been putting off. That afternoon walk doesn't feel like a chore. You actually want to move your body. Your muscles start recovering faster after exercise because they're getting the oxygen and nutrients they need. That soreness that used to linger for days, it fades quicker. Your workouts become more effective because your body can actually repair and build muscle tissue. Your mood improves. And this isn't just feeling good. This is neurochemistry. B12 is essential for producing neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. When your levels are adequate, your brain chemistry balances out. You feel more motivated, more optimistic, more like yourself again. Now let's talk about testosterone. With proper B12 levels, your Leydig cells start functioning optimally again. Testosterone production increases naturally, not artificially, not with risky hormones, but by giving your body what it needs to do its job. You'll notice it in different ways. Your libido comes back. That spark you thought was gone? It's still there. Your body was just too depleted to access it. Your muscle tone improves. Testosterone helps your body build and maintain muscle mass, especially when combined with resistance training. You'll notice your clothes fitting differently. Your posture improves. You feel stronger. Your confidence returns. This is partly hormonal. Testosterone does affect mood and assertiveness. But it's also because you're sleeping better, thinking clearer, and feeling more capable in your daily life. Here's what else B12 does when your levels are optimized. Your cardiovascular system benefits tremendously. B12 helps regulate homocysteine, an amino acid that, when elevated, damages blood vessel walls and increases your risk of heart attack and stroke. When your B12 is adequate, homocysteine stays in check. Your blood vessels stay smooth and flexible. Blood flows more efficiently to every organ, including your heart, brain, and yes, your reproductive organs. Better blood flow means better performance everywhere. Your cognitive function sharpens. B12 is essential for maintaining myelin, that protective coating around your nerves I mentioned earlier. When myelin is intact, nerve signals travel faster and more accurately. Your reaction time improves. Your memory gets better. That word that was always on the tip of your tongue, you'll remember it. You'll feel mentally sharp again, like you can trust your brain to show up when you need it. Your metabolism revs up. B12 is critical for converting food into usable energy. When you're deficient, your metabolism becomes sluggish. Food sits heavy in your stomach. You gain weight more easily, especially around the middle. But when B12 levels are adequate, your cells convert nutrients into ATP, pure cellular energy, efficiently. Your metabolism runs like a well-oiled machine. Fat burning improves. Energy production increases. Your sleep quality improves. This one surprises people, but B12 plays a role in regulating your circadian rhythm and melatonin production. When your levels are right, you fall asleep easier and sleep more deeply. You wake up feeling actually refreshed instead of dragging yourself out of bed. Your immune system strengthens. B12 is essential for white blood cell production and function. These are your body's defense soldiers. When they're healthy and abundant, you fight off infections more effectively. You're not constantly battling colds or feeling run down. Your nerve health stabilizes. That tingling in your hands and feet, the numbness, the occasional shooting pains. Those are often signs of nerve damage from B12 deficiency. When you restore adequate levels, nerve regeneration begins. The myelin sheath repairs. Symptoms can improve dramatically, though the earlier you catch it, the better. And here's something powerful. B12 supports the production of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter essential for muscle contraction and memory. This is why low B12 can cause both physical weakness and cognitive decline. When you fix the deficiency, both improve together. Now, I want to be clear about something. This isn't about expensive supplements or complicated protocols. This is about one simple vitamin, taken correctly, that can transform how you feel at 50, 60, 70, and beyond. The form of B12 matters, though. There are several types. Methylcobalamin is the most bioavailable form. Your body can use it immediately without having to convert it. This is the form I recommend for most people. Adenosylcobalamin is another active form that's particularly important for energy production in your mitochondria. Hydroxycobalamin is a precursor form that your body can convert as needed. It stays in your system longer, which can be beneficial. Cyanocobalamin is the synthetic form found in most cheap supplements. Your body has to convert it to methylcobalamin before it can use it, which requires energy and doesn't work well if you have certain genetic variations. For sublingual use, methylcobalamin is your best bet. It's already in the form your body needs, it absorbs quickly through the mucous membranes under your tongue, and it gets to work immediately. Now let's go deeper, because understanding the full picture is going to help you maximize your results. B12 doesn't work alone. It's part of a beautiful symphony of nutrients that work together in your body. And when you understand these connections, you can amplify the benefits even further. B12 and folate, the dynamic duo. B12 and folate, vitamin B9, are like dance partners. They work together in the methylation cycle I mentioned earlier. Folate helps convert homocysteine into methionine, but it needs B12 to do it. Without adequate B12, folate gets trapped and can't do its job. This is why you'll often see them recommended together. Folate is also essential for DNA synthesis and repair. When you're over 50, cellular repair becomes even more critical. Every cell in your body is constantly replicating, and folate ensures that process happens accurately. Mistakes in DNA replication accelerate aging and increase disease risk. Good sources of folate include leafy greens, legumes, and citrus fruits. But here's the thing. The synthetic form of folate, folic acid, found in many supplements and fortified foods isn't ideal. Many people have a genetic variation that makes it hard to convert folic acid into the active form, 5-MTHF, that your body actually uses. If you're supplementing, look for methylfolate, 5-MTHF, instead of folic acid. It's already in the active form, just like methylcobalamin is for B12. B12 and magnesium, the energy connection. Magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in your body, including ATP production, the energy currency of your cells. But here's what most people don't know. The methylation cycle that B12 supports requires magnesium to function. After 50, magnesium deficiency is incredibly common. Stress depletes it. Medications deplete it. Even chronic low-grade inflammation depletes it. And when magnesium is low, B12 can't work as effectively. Magnesium also supports testosterone production directly. It helps free up testosterone that's bound to proteins, making more of it available for your body to use. Studies show that magnesium supplementation can increase both total and free testosterone levels, especially when combined with exercise. The best forms of magnesium for absorption are magnesium glycinate, magnesium threonate, or magnesium malate. Avoid magnesium oxide. It's cheap, but your body barely absorbs it, and it tends to cause digestive upset. Aim for 300 to 400 milliliters of elemental magnesium daily. Take it in the evening, as it also supports relaxation and sleep quality. B12 and vitamin D, the hormone regulators. Vitamin D isn't really a vitamin. It's a hormone precursor. And like B12, most people over 50 are deficient in it. Your skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight as you age. You spend more time indoors. You use sunscreen more consistently. Vitamin D is critical for testosterone production. It supports the function of Leydig cells, those testosterone factories in your testicles. Studies show that men with adequate vitamin D levels have significantly higher testosterone than those who are deficient. But here's the connection. B12 and vitamin D both support calcium metabolism and bone health. After 50, bone density becomes a real concern, especially for men as testosterone levels decline. Testosterone helps maintain bone strength, and so do B12 and vitamin D. Get your vitamin D levels checked. You want to be in the 50-70 ml range for optimal health and hormone production. Most doctors say normal is anything above 30, but that's the minimum to prevent deficiency diseases, not the level for optimal function. Supplement with vitamin D3, cholecalciferol, along with vitamin K2, which ensures calcium gets deposited in your bones rather than your arteries. A typical dose is 4,000 to 5,000 IU daily, but adjust based on your blood test results. B12 and zinc, the testosterone powerhouse. Zinc is one of the most important minerals for testosterone production. It's essential for the conversion of cholesterol into testosterone, and it inhibits the enzyme aromatase, which converts testosterone into estrogen. After 50, zinc deficiency is common, especially if you don't eat much red meat or shellfish. And here's the fascinating connection. B12 helps your body absorb and utilize zinc more effectively. When you combine adequate B12 with optimal zinc levels, you create a synergistic effect. Testosterone production increases. Immune function strengthens. Zinc is critical for immune health. Prostate health improves. Wound healing accelerates. The best form of zinc for absorption is zinc picolinate, or zinc glycinate. Aim for 15 to 30 mg daily, and always take it with food to avoid nausea. If you supplement with zinc long-term, balance it with copper, 1 to 2 mg, to prevent copper deficiency. B12 and omega-3, fatty acids, brain and heart protection. Your brain is about 60% fat, and it needs high-quality fats to function optimally. Omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, are critical for brain cell structure, neurotransmitter function, and reducing inflammation. B12 and omega-3s work together to protect your brain as you age. B12 maintains the myelin sheath around nerves. Omega-3s maintain the cell membranes that allow neurons to communicate. Together, they reduce your risk of cognitive decline, depression, and neurodegenerative diseases. Omega-3s also support cardiovascular health by reducing triglycerides, lowering blood pressure slightly, and reducing inflammation in blood vessel walls. Since B12 helps regulate homocysteine, which damages blood vessels, the combination offers powerful heart protection. For testosterone, omega-3s support the health of cell membranes in Leydig cells, ensuring they can produce hormones efficiently. They also reduce overall inflammation, which is critical because chronic inflammation suppresses testosterone production. Aim for 1,000 to 2,000 milliliters of combined EPA and DHA daily. The best sources are fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, or a high-quality fish oil or algae oil supplement. B12 and coenzyme Q10, mitochondrial energy. CoQ10 is an antioxidant that's essential for energy production in your mitochondria. Every cell in your body contains mitochondria, and they produce the ATP that powers everything you do. After 50, CoQ10 levels naturally decline, and if you're taking statin drugs for cholesterol, they deplete CoQ10 even further. Low CoQ10 means low energy, poor muscle recovery, and increased fatigue. Here's the connection. B12 supports the methylation cycle, which is essential for producing CoQ10 in your body. When B12 levels are adequate, your body can synthesize CoQ10 more effectively. When they're low, CoQ10 production suffers. Supplementing with CoQ10, or the more bioavailable form, ubiquinol, can dramatically improve energy levels, especially when combined with B12. It also supports heart health, as your heart muscle has the highest concentration of mitochondria in your body. A typical dose is 100 to 200 milliliters of ubiquinol daily, taken with a fat-containing meal for best absorption. The testosterone-thyroid connection. Here's something most people don't realize. B12 is essential for thyroid function. Your thyroid regulates your metabolism, energy production, body temperature, and yes, it influences testosterone levels. Hypothyroidism, underactive thyroid, is common after 50, and it's often missed or misdiagnosed. Symptoms include fatigue, weight gain, cold sensitivity, depression, and low libido, all things that overlap with low testosterone and B12 deficiency. B12 supports the production and conversion of thyroid hormones. When you're deficient, your thyroid can't function optimally, even if your TSH levels look normal on standard blood tests. If you're experiencing symptoms of low energy, metabolism, and drive, it's worth getting a full thyroid panel, TSH, free T3, free T4, reverse T3, and thyroid antibodies, along with your B12 and testosterone levels. Often, optimizing all three together produces the best results. The gut-hormone connection. Your gut health has a massive impact on hormone production, and B12 is right in the middle of it. After 50, gut health typically declines. You produce less stomach acid. Your gut lining becomes more permeable, leaky gut. The diversity of your gut microbiome decreases. All of this affects nutrient absorption and hormone production. B12 requires intrinsic factor from your stomach to be absorbed through the gut. But if your gut lining is inflamed or damaged, even sublingual B12 might not work as effectively because your overall nutrient absorption is compromised. This is why supporting gut health is crucial. Eat fermented foods, sauerkraut, kimchi, yogurt, kefir, to maintain healthy gut bacteria. Include prebiotic fibers, garlic, onions, asparagus, bananas, to feed beneficial bacteria. Consider a high-quality probiotic with multiple strains. Reduce inflammatory foods, excess sugar, processed oils, alcohol. Stay hydrated to support mucous membrane health. A healthy gut produces neurotransmitters like serotonin. 90% of your serotonin is made in your gut, supports immune function, and even influences testosterone production through the gut-brain testicular axis. Stress, cortisol, and B12. Chronic stress is a testosterone killer. When you're stressed, your body produces cortisol, and high cortisol suppresses testosterone production. It's a survival mechanism. Your body prioritizes immediate survival over reproduction. Here's where B12 comes in. It supports your adrenal glands and helps regulate the stress response. When B12 levels are adequate, your body handles stress more efficiently. You don't stay in that high cortisol state as long. B12 also supports the production of GABA, a calming neurotransmitter that counteracts anxiety and promotes relaxation. Better stress management means lower cortisol, which means higher testosterone. Managing stress after 50 isn't optional, it's essential. Practice deep breathing, meditation, or yoga. Get outside in nature. Maintain strong social connections. Prioritize sleep. All of these, combined with adequate B12, help keep your hormones balanced. All right, here's exactly what I want you to do. This is simple, sustainable, and you can start today. Step 1. Get the right B12. Go to your local health food store or order online. You want methylcobalamin, sublingual form, in either tablets or liquid drops. Look for a dose between 1,000 to 5,000 mcg, micrograms. Yes, that seems high, but B12 is water-soluble, meaning your body uses what it needs and excretes the rest. There's no toxicity concern. Avoid gummies. They often contain sugars and don't absorb as well. Stick with sublingual tablets that dissolve under your tongue or liquid drops. Step 2. Take it correctly. Every morning, right after you brush your teeth or before breakfast, place the B12 tablet under your tongue. Don't swallow it. Just let it sit there and dissolve completely. This usually takes 1 to 2 minutes. During that time, the vitamin is absorbing directly through the mucous membranes into your bloodstream. Don't drink anything or eat anything until it's completely dissolved. If you're using liquid drops, place them under your tongue, hold for 30-60 seconds, then swallow. Do this daily for at least 3 months. That's how long it takes to replenish depleted stores and see the full benefits. Step 3. Support it with food. Eat B12-rich foods throughout the week. The best sources are grass-fed beef liver, the most concentrated source, wild-caught salmon and sardines, pasture-raised eggs, grass-fed beef, organic chicken, full-fat dairy if you tolerate it. Even if you're getting B12 from food, the sublingual supplement ensures you're meeting your needs. Step 4. Add the supporting players. To maximize your results, add these to your daily routine. Magnesium glycinate, 300-400 milliliters in the evening. Vitamin D3 with K2, 4,000-5,000 IU in the morning with a fat-containing meal. Zinc picolinate, 20-30 milliliters with dinner. Omega-3s, 1,000-2,000 milliliters of combined EPA-DHA with any meal. You don't need to start everything at once. Begin with B12 and magnesium, then add the others over a few weeks. Step 5. Optimize your lifestyle. Supplements work best when combined with healthy habits. Strength train 2 to 3 times per week. Resistance training signals your body to produce more testosterone. It doesn't have to be heavy. Bodyweight exercises, resistance bands, or moderate weights all work. Get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. Testosterone is produced primarily during deep sleep. Prioritize sleep like your life depends on it, because your vitality does. Eat adequate protein. Aim for 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. Protein provides the building blocks for muscle, hormones, and neurotransmitters. Manage stress daily. Even 10 minutes of deep breathing or meditation can lower cortisol and support hormone balance. Get morning sunlight. 10-15 minutes of sunlight exposure in the morning helps regulate your circadian rhythm, supports vitamin D production, and naturally boosts testosterone. Step 6. Track your progress. Keep a simple journal or notes on your phone. Track energy levels, 1 to 10 scale. Sleep quality, mental clarity, mood, physical performance, libido. Check in weekly. You'll start noticing changes within 7 to 10 days, but the full benefits build over weeks and months. Step 7. Consider testing. If you want to be precise, get your levels tested. Ask your doctor for vitamin B12, serum B12, and methylmalonic acid for accuracy. Total and free testosterone. Vitamin D, 25-hydroxyvitamin D. Complete thyroid panel. Magnesium, RBC magnesium, not serum. Test before you start, then retest after 3 months. You'll see the numbers improve, and more importantly, you'll feel the difference. Here's what I want you to understand. You're not broken. You're not just getting old. Your body is an incredible, resilient machine that's capable of extraordinary things at 50, 60, 70, and beyond. But it needs the right fuel. It needs the right support. And B12, taken sublingually, is one of the most powerful natural tools you have to reclaim your energy, your strength, your mental clarity, and yes, your testosterone. This isn't about fighting aging. It's about working with your body, giving it what it's been missing, and allowing it to function the way it's designed to. After 50, it's not just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. It's about waking up excited for the day ahead. It's about having the energy to play with your grandkids, travel to places you've always wanted to see, pursue new hobbies, and feel confident and capable in your own skin. Your body deserves the nutrients it needs to thrive. Not just survive, thrive. So start today. Get your methylcobalamin B12. Put it under your tongue every morning. Support it with the right foods and lifestyle. And watch what happens. Within days, you'll feel the fog lifting. Within weeks, you'll notice your energy is more stable. Your mind is sharper. Your muscles are responding better to exercise. Within months, you'll feel like a different person. Stronger, more vibrant, more alive. This is the second half of your life, and it can be the best half. You have the knowledge. You have the tools. Now it's time to take action. Put that vitamin under your tongue and start feeling 20 years younger. Your body is ready. Are you?